They made a life-size version for adults to sit on. Look how small you end up looking. So I just got to the airport, and it is right now, let's see, 4:28 a.m. Yes, a.m. because my flight's 6:25, so I have to get here pretty early. And where am I going? I'm going to Las Vegas, but not just because I'm going there for fun. Well, it's kind of a little fun. It's the ABC Kids Show, or the ABC Kids Expo. All right, so what is the ABC Kids Expo? Well, it's basically a convention where you can look at the latest trend and innovation from the children's world. So it doesn't matter if it's baby gear all the way to like older children stuff. All right, so this is a trade show. Pretty impressive stuff, isn't it? Well, I mean, people are still setting up. You can see a ladder over there in the back. Pretty cool that they have this map right here on the floor, so you know exactly or how to find everything. Although it's getting a bit dirty with everyone stepping on it. This is nice though. Check it out, what they have in Nuna. Let's see, pretty much outgrown many of the stuff already. But it's always nice to see what they have available. Looks like this is something new. It says here this one is a new 360 degrees carbon fiber frame, 360 degree swivel wheels, and one-of-a-kind pivoting handles. I'm not really too familiar with these strollers, but this looks fun. Looks like it would have been pretty useful when my child was younger. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but this is nice to know that if I needed some caffeine, this would be where I would be at. So this is what Maxi-Cosi unveiled, the Kindred edition, or collection, Kindred collection. Take a look at this bad boy Veer, so easy to push. Probably need some full time with it to do a better review, but I'm barely touching it right now and I'm moving it pretty well. Thing's big. I think my kids would love to upgrade to this. Might be out of my price range. They even have like an attachment for a cooler add-on. That's pretty crazy. That's nice. And those wheels, look at those wheels. It's have a glass, what I like. And then it has a canopy. Don't know if it's included or optional. Probably optional add-on pricing, as well as a food tray, which is really nice. It looks like this is a smaller variation of it. This one over here is like a double seats, so you can sit two people. This one sit a single person only, or one on each side. Looks like. Of course, the stroller, the car seat for baby. Stroller add-on, I guess this is. Yeah, probably stroller add-on. I do like that they have the double cup holders optional. The difference is that those are considered all-terrain, beach terrain wheels, and these here are the smaller ones, which are the city wheels. So this is probably better for the city, which is mostly more my use cases, I think. So I've been to many trade shows, and this is the first time I've ever seen something like this. They have a little tray here and just food for everyone just to grab. Here's another popular one called the Larktale Caravan. This one is it's two on each side. Looks like it's two on each side. Bunch of storage, which I do like. Wheels are gently not locked. Moves fairly easy, I want to say. They have cup holder spots, which is nice. Wonder if there's a tray. Let me look at some of the other ones. They might have a tray, but they have this. Oh, up here is nice. Oh yes, they do have a tray add-on. Not quite a regular tray where you put food, but it looks like it's a soft one that goes pretty deep. Might be a different version. This is the Caravan Coupe. So it looks smaller than the other one, but similar enough. Same features. And they're nice. So this one here is the crossover because it's not that it crossovers from like anything else. It actually goes from the stroller over here. The stroller you see here, you can eventually cross over and convert it to a wagon. That's pretty neat. Okay, now we are at the Wonderfold. So this is the new Van Gogh collection one. It has nice little Van Gogh prints on there. But what I really like about this one here is that they have like a million add-ons. Like this one here is a one for a bunch of, well, you can see cups, and they're actually like insulated. Let me see if I can get a good angle here. You know, it's that insulated material, easy wash, easy wipe. And what's really cool here is they have a built-in wipes holder. You can put some wipes here, quick access to it. Rather like usually my wife and I just dump a big wipe in here. That also works, but it's nice that they have it built in. And what's really cool is you see all of these harnesses in here, inside here. You can actually adjust it on the side. So you can make it like kind of like slant down a little bit more, make everything lean down. Talk to the person here, the bunch of snack trays and everything. And you can see all the added information here. So this Jeep here by Delta Children is very interesting. As you can see, the seat can flip around, or this front seat can flip to face both the same direction. This is actually very interesting. It's almost like a two strollers, but I really like the concept. I think this fits more children, and this is something that we're really interested in. Apparently this is not even available yet. It's gonna go for $5.99 and available, I think she said, in July. So very soon, but $5.99 isn't horribly priced. The wheels are pretty nice and thick, big wheels. I think it's probably locked, so I can't push too much. It's on a platform, so I don't want to push it off. Looks like it has plenty of storage areas, like a little basket down here, this water bottle holder. It does stretch, so it looks like it can fit a wider range of different water bottles. And of course, what's very important is that it does have a little snack. Sorry about that. What's important is it does have a very snack tray here. That's very important for us. And I believe this can move, so you can swip it back around so they both can eat at the same time. This one here is the Wrangler Deluxe 4-seater version. They have a 2-seater version too that does, I think, similar, and it goes for $3.99, but they don't have that one here. They only have their original one that's more like a traditional stroller wagon. This is Pretex Bob Gear. They also make a stroller wagon. I didn't know about this one. Looks pretty promising. It's nice and big. Has some pretty decent sized wheels. Let's see if I can test the handles here. It's locked, but let's see if I can unlock it real quick. All right, I unlocked it. So let's go give a little pushing test. It's pretty smooth. Won't know until a child's in it. I mean, you won't know how easy it is to really push until you have a child. But you do have 2 cup holders, which is nice. Easy brake system. Let me see if I can record myself. Oh, I already barely touched it and then the brake engaged. So I do like this. The tray, nice big seats. Also, it looks like there's actually 2 car seats holder on the side. So it's for a 3-seater. Ah, yes, it is right here. This is the Renegade Wagon 3-seater. I wonder if this can be replaceable so that you can just use a single-seater, because I think this would be beneficial. This might be a good size for what I'm looking for as replacements for the Evenflo. That's why I'm keeping looking at all these stroller wagons here. Looking at replacements, but also letting you guys see all the options in person. Unfortunately, I can't do full reviews on all the stuff here because it takes a lot of time. I need to spend time using it and everything before I give you full reviews, but initial reviews doesn't look too bad. So doing a quick little lunch break here in the Mandalay Bay, this cafeteria area is actually not too bad. The pricing isn't as outrageous as I expected. It could be much worse for Vegas, that's what I'm saying. It's not that cheap, it's just not quite as bad. Like this right here, it's 1 hot dog and these fries, it's about 13 bucks. So for Vegas standard, that's pretty doable and reasonable. And after I'm done eating, we'll continue taking a look around the trade show. Now that I finished lunch and had a little bit of break for my legs, let's go ahead and continue and take a look at some of these stuff. I know so far I've showed you a lot of stroller wagons, but let's see what else interesting else I can find that I know you guys like watching from my channel. Bunch of different stroller places here, but one brand I do like a lot is Chicco. I think that's how it's pronounced, and that is because of this clear text, and that is very important because that means the material is doesn't have that flame retardant material that's actually potential to cause cancer or harm your child. So I like using stuff that has this clear text, or any brands that have it. The reason Chicco is I'm mentioning it right now is because their stuff is generally priced better than some other brands that are that has this same non-flame retardant material used inside their products. You generally don't supposed to have your kids eat too much in the car, but I might have to invest in one of these. Look at that. It fits right into these cup holders. I actually have one of these guys here. that my son uses in my smaller car, not my van, but he might switch over to it soon just because it's easier for him to seatbelt himself in. So something like this would be very helpful for him to just keep his food organized. One for water and then one for food. It's a pretty nice concept. Personally, I haven't heard of this brand before, but it looks like they make some pretty decent high chairs that are very similar to the Stokke style, where it's going to be able to adjust. This leg is very important for high chairs. We're not looking for high chairs anymore, otherwise I might talk to them and see if I can get one for review. But I am no longer in the market for high chairs, as both my kids have pretty much outgrown them by now. But they do still use their Stokke that we have as a regular chair. And this can pretty much do the exact same thing, it looks like. This part looks like it can be removed. Yeah, it looks like it can be removed. And once it's removed, you can use it just like a regular chair. But this here is pretty interesting. It's called the Tivitray. And what it is it's silicone, and it has nice little spots for you to keep all your activity contained. These go for $23.99 MSRP. So I would definitely look into this if you want to keep your child's STEM play or just activities contained. Kind of like the examples that they have here for a show. This is really nice. You could even have a little Play-Doh area. Just keep everything from getting too messy. Take a look at these. Looks like they have these matching adult and kids car seats or seats holders. There you go. You have Spider-Man as well as Batman. And just in case you're wondering, this is called Kidsembrace. So these look like nice, fun little ways for your child to get clean. Ah, these different type of sponge animals. So if you look at it, built-in body wash. So it's a bunch of built-in cleaning stuff already built into these sponges. Now that's pretty cool right there. It's a remote-controlled stroller. So here we have it. This is the brand with that remote control stroller, or yeah, not sure, but yeah, that's quite a thing. If you're into it, this is the brand that you should look into. One really cool thing, if you can see here, let me see if I can get close in, is it has this nice little shock system here. So regardless of how, if you have to go over curves or anything, your baby most likely isn't going to feel it. It's going to be a super smooth ride for them. That's really cool. I really like that. Wish more strollers had that feature. Silver Cross. Haven't really heard too much about them, but this here says Wave 3 Future-Proof Parenting. I'm gonna have to go find out what that means. That's not something you see very often. It's a stroller and then a basket for you to, I guess, go shopping. So it looks like what it says. It says this is the new, let me see if you can see it, innovative shopping stroller. Shopper pet carrier, okay, that makes sense. You can put your pets on the other side. That looks like my dogs would love that. Well, it's pretty big, so I think both my little dogs can fit in there. So I found it, the Wave 3 Future-Proof Parenting. I've talked to them here at Silver Crossing. This brand has actually been around for a very long time, back in 1877, the old days. But this is the new concept they're coming up with. It's basically very similar to what you would see. This one right here, it would come with the bassinet and then a stroller combo here. And then eventually you can purchase a wagon add-on, so it turns it into a stroller wagon. You keep the same base, it's the same base on both units, but now you just add on this by just this piece here. And this is so far just a concept, so there's no pricing available yet, but this is very cool, I think. This, this is basically for your whole family stage. You know, new infant, newborn, you get a little bit older, and then when you have multiple kids, then you have this guy. This was literally here, future-proof parenting. That's what they call it, and it lives up to the concept, I think. So here I found these nice magnetic easel boards. This is by a company called Noriter Project. And what's nice about them is that this wood here is very, very well. It's handmade in Korea. Super premium. I can feel the premiumness. And then it's a magnetic easel board so that your child can have endless fun with all different type of magnet play. This one here is a solar system. They have a lot of other ones like felt animals, different type of snacks, family, fruits. And you can see all the little different things here. These are really cool and really fun for kids. They also have one where you can have the easel here attachments, so your child can start doing some drawings. You even have like pen holders down there in the back. It's an interesting brand with a lot of wooden toys. As you know, I'm very fond of wooden toys. This one here is called Wonder and Wise by A Sweets. Nice little theater system, a lot of different type of toys. Looks very interesting. This is a 2-in-1, so it's basically combining a learning tower with a pickler triangle, so it turns into one whole activity. This company is the Learning Tower company. So I've seen a lot of things at Tonies. I didn't even know they had these little guys. I'm gonna have to take a look into it myself. These here. Comes in a set of 4 apparently. I'll definitely have to take a look into this. First time seeing this in person as well. And did you even know about these little stickers? You can get them on their website. Their accessory page, you know, they have a lot of accessories now. I really have to take a look again. Stokke, here they are. Look, they made a life-size version for adults to sit on. Look how small you end up looking. So they look like they made a version here for really big for adults, and then they made this chair here. So I kind of guess in a way it kind of like lets you sit on both to feel how it is as a child. So here we're in Evenflo's booth. Obviously, you guys know I've reviewed this one and I've used this one quite a bit. Ours no longer even look like this color anymore. We've used it so often. But now they've came out with a newer version of it called Explore Dreams. And what's the difference? Well, one of the biggest difference and one of the biggest complaints from previous was kids couldn't sleep across. Now there's an optional bassinet add-on that just zips. It just zips around. And if you don't need it, you can fold it up and just kind of hang out in the back. Otherwise, it's almost the same. Material looks a little bit more, yeah, it is a little bit easier to clean, maybe it looks like, material. And the canopy is now goes further apart. You can see that there's barely any room now compared to the old one, where even if you extend it, look how much room you have. It doesn't really protect as much, but now the new one protects a lot more and keeps the sun truly out of your kids' eyes. And another thing I noticed and really nice about it is they've added these cup holder dividers here. If you don't need them, just push them in, or if you need it, push it out. Super helpful. Me and my wife probably would love those in our current, so we might consider upgrading. But if anything, we do upgrade, we might upgrade to their newest one, which is over here, called the ride chair. So the ride chair here, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger, otherwise almost the same. It has a lot of the same features. Bigger wheels, all-terrain wheels, actual cup holders on the sides. You get one on each side. And then you also have this tray here that removes right here. Let me see if I can remove it. There you go. It's for easy removal. It's a bigger tray. And what's good about this is that if you have kids that fight, now each has their own side, and they can't even technically reach over without reaching across. So this should solve a lot of argument issues. And you still have a bunch of leg room down there, open net, so you can just blast it with water to clean it. The canopy is now like this, where you can kind of keep it right in the middle to protect both. It doesn't split each have their own anymore though. So that's how this one works. So that's plus minus depending on how you look at it. This whole thing goes down so both your childs can get in easily, because the old version only one side went down. This version called the ride share, both sides this whole thing just goes down. I'm not sure how to do it. I don't want to do it one hand right now, but they were demoing it for me earlier, and it makes it really easy. They call it the cargo mode. They also have this car seat right here, because this just removes over here, and you can just put the car seat right onto it without buying any additional things. This is, of course, if you have both the Evenflo car seat and Evenflo rideshare wagon here. And this is the new bag that you get. And if you can tell, so this can actually be zipped back to close it. And then, it shows you that you unzip it for the car seat. And this is a little bit higher than the other ones. There is a little bit more room in here versus the other one. So this might be one I might consider upgrading to, as I'm fairly happy with it. Oh, one thing I almost totally forgot is this one actually they said there is actually suspension inside the wheels now. The previous one did not have suspensions because my son actually complained to me that it was a bumpy ride before. Oh, very similar when it pulls back up. Here you go. You can see stroller mode, and like previous, you can flip this back and flip this over to the other side so that you can pull it along like a wagon. This is something new I've not seen before. It looks like there is a little add-on here called the rocker that allows it to have a little vibration, to add some vibration to the Doona to help your kid fall asleep. That's kind of cool. Not sure how helpful, but that's a pretty cool idea. And then what do we have here? Alright, yeah, this is one of those little slide-on inserts that you can have to alert you that your child is still in the car. Hit or miss. I had something with Cybex before. It was actually ended up being more annoying than helpful for me. But each parent is different. It's always better to be safe and just be a little bit annoyed. That should be fine. I'm not sure if this might be the last stroller wagon here in this place, but this one is my baby trend. They have it up on this little stage here, so I don't feel okay touching it and pushing it. But it looks very similar to some of the other ones out there, as you can see. It has two for your child to face. It's not too big, so it's probably not for like really big children or older children. But they do still have a lot of features, like these wheels look plenty big for rolling over most stuff. Brake system has a nice adjustable handle here, basket for stuff, 2 baskets actually. Snack tray, little mesh for the bug mesh, and then obviously the sunroof. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the show for me. It's about 4:30 right now. The show ends at 6, but I've been here since 9, so I've pretty much seen and talked to everyone that I needed to talk to. I know I didn't show you every single booth because that's just too much talking and too much stuff for you guys to go through. I just showed you what I think you guys are interested in, which reminds me to ask you guys what you guys thought about this video, about this experience. How do you guys like this vlog style? I've never really done anything like this before. Make sure you let me know down below if you like it, and if you want to see me come back next year, because this is not a sponsored video. I had to pay for everything to come to this myself. So it's a pretty big time commitment and monetary commitment. So I want to make sure that it's not just for my enjoyment, but that you guys also enjoy it as well. With that said, I do have 2 other videos that I made from here that's going to be separate videos from this vlog because they're from products that I really enjoyed, or I think that you guys would really enjoy or be very helpful to you guys. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Actually, you're probably wondering where I'm sitting in the middle of the show. I don't know, it's just this random little booth here. They just have it's like 2 little seats, and it lets for people to charge their devices. It even has a wireless charger here. Let me kind of step back to show you where I was actually sitting. It's like a little mini booth just for you to just chill out. It's kind of nice. Okay, gone for the other side. See you guys.